You know what? Yesterday, after all the rains, I saw a rainbow. As usual, it was so pretty. Really puts a smile on your face and in your heart. So I was thinking, if ever you're going through a rough time right now, know that the storm shall pass and just think of a rainbow. Believe that there's always a rainbow after the rain. So for today, to remind us of better days coming, let's create our rainbow, our very own rainbow. So ano, G? Tara!
So let's start by drawing the outermost layer of the rainbow. As you can see, I tend to rotate my paper or move around my paper when drawing large objects or long lines. It's because I want to see where my pen will be moving towards. Since I'm a lefty, it has to be this way for me. But that's just me, okay? You guys do whatever is more comfortable for you. Me, in cases like this, I draw from left to right and top to bottom. So there. When drawing this, don't you guys stress too much if your lines aren't perfect or the curve isn't perfect. Just relax and enjoy this session. I'm not gonna grade your papers anyway. So there, let's just draw this. Okay, so we're done with our outermost layer. On to the next one. There. Let's just try our best to follow the outer layer that we just did. Okay. Alright. So, on to the third one. You'll be seeing my paper move all throughout this this session. I hope you guys don't get dizzy. Okay, there. So we're on our fourth layer. I don't think we're gonna be able to make all 6 layers of the rainbow. 6, right? 6 colors. Yeah. So how many have we done so far? 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is our last, the 5th one, maybe. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're done. Let's just close the bottom of the rainbow. Okay. There. The other side too. And just connect these. And there you go! Ta-da! We're done! Joke! Rainbows are pretty to look at because of the colors, right? But since we're not working on colors, let's just try to decorate our own rainbow. So for the outermost layer, let's just start with some circles. Circles that have a little space in between. There are some spaces in between each one. Let's just draw some circles. Don't you guys worry if you're not able to draw perfect ones. Look at mine. Again, this is not graded. We're just here to enjoy. We're making our own rainbow. There. Just draw circles until we fill this outermost layer. Okay. A few more. Last 2 maybe. Okay. Yeah. I think it lacks something. So why don't we put some more circles, this time smaller ones. Smaller shaded ones in between the bigger circles. There. Like this. There. Isn't this relaxing? You don't have to think too much, really, and just do something repetitively. I love doing things like this. You're not required to think, but you know you're producing something. My form of relaxation. There. So we're halfway through. Okay. Just do some small shaded circles. Okay. Fill this up. Maybe last 3 more sets. 1, 2, and last set. Okay, but since we want our rainbows to cheer us up, right? Let's put some smiley faces inside the circles. There. Smiley. This is making me smile. Honestly. Look at these faces. Imagine you have many faces smiling back at you. It's like you have no choice but to smile back. There. They're reminding you that don't worry, better days will be coming. There. Smiley faces. Alright, so we're done with our outermost layer. Now for the second layer, let's now work with squares. A while ago we were working with circles. Now let's create some squares by just drawing vertical lines. There. So when I say square, it doesn't have to be like a real square with equal sides, okay? Again, when drawing, remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? There. Okay. Now we have squares all around this layer. But let's create a smaller squares. More squares, smaller squares. Let's do this. Let's cut the layer in half. Let's draw this line. Cut it into half horizontally. Then let's also divide and cut into half the squares we originally did. So there. So instead of having just one square, we'll divide the square into 4. So now we have more squares, smaller squares to fill up this second layer. There we go. Right there. So it doesn't give us a cheery vibe yet. So let's fill the box with something. Hearts, maybe. Yes. Let's put some hearts. There. I immediately thought of hearts, okay? I don't know, maybe when you try doing your own, you can put something else inside. But for me, when I think of hearts, love, it's something that makes me happy. I hope you guys, when you look at hearts, it brings back happy, positive memories and not broken-hearted memories. Well, if you don't want to see this as hearts, maybe you can say these are birds or butterflies. So you can just write the letter V so you can quickly create the hearts. There, so we're done with our second. Now on to our third. Let's make it more festive and alive. So let's use diagonal lines here like that to create triangles. Right? See these triangles? Drawing it here, it reminds me of fiestas and parties. You know the banderitas in the fiestas where you see them hanging on the streets? Or party streamers, right? The colorful party streamers. There. Party, yeah. Something, a thought that makes me happy and cheers me up. But to make it more festive, let's try to fill the inside triangles by drawing smaller triangles. So maybe 2 more inside by drawing an inverted V. Okay, there. Or a teepee. There. So let's just fill the inside of these inside triangles. Okay. So a while ago I was telling you, it reminded me of banderitas or party streamers. But now, after doing this and filling the inside, it reminds me of something else now. What do you think? It reminds me of the sun. Look, it's like the rays of the sun. A happy sun, sunshiny sun. Look. There. Sun, right? Speaking of sun, why don't we actually put the sun in a rainbow? Let's create small ones, small sun figures, drawing shaded, up, down, left, right, and in between. Again, shade, small circle, north, south, west, east, and in the middle. Okay, let's just do this and add some sun, more sun. A while ago, we were drawing smiley faces on a rainbow. So we have a smiley rainbow. But now, since we're drawing some sun, lots of sun actually, it's now become a sunshiny rainbow. There, imagine your rainbow. Your rainbow has a sun. There. Some smiles and some sunshine to cheer us up. Okay. Last one. Last half sun. There. So we're done with our third one. So our fourth layer, let's go back to drawing some squares first for our next pattern. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just create some vertical lines with some spaces in between. There. Doesn't have to be a perfectly straight line. So a semi-straight line will do. Is there such a thing? And now let's draw some 2 vertical lines inside the box. Then the other box, 2 horizontal lines. Then let's do this alternately, horizontal, vertical, then horizontal, and 2 vertical lines again, then 2 horizontal lines again. So let's just do this until we reach the other end. So why did I think about this pattern? Because after things that make me happy and cheers me up is for having festivities, but also relaxing and having a getaway. So this pattern reminds me of a beach resort, bamboo floorings, wooden floorings where I just lie down on the beach. So that's for our fourth layer. A last layer, let's start with using some squiggly curved lines. You'll notice I'm just drawing it until the inner half of the layer. The squiggly line isn't touching the top part of the layer. There. Okay. Now next is we fill that by using fill it, or you can use lines if you're lazy to actually fully fill it up. So but since this is just a small area to shade, let's just fully shade it. Okay, there. So I was thinking, since this is the smallest layer, it still should create a big impact or an impact. So since it's the smallest, so I decided to create a pattern where there will be shaded parts. Also, when I was thinking about what to include in our rainbow, something that reminds me of being happy or cheering up, what came to mind is pixie dusts. My childhood. Remember Peter Pan? Pixie dusts. Think of happy thoughts. So I was thinking now, pixie dusts. how do I incorporate pixie dusts in my rainbow? So what to do now? Peter Pan, pixie dust. So what do pixie dusts look like? So what I came up with was, let's use just dots to outline the shaded part we just did. So like this. So now we have our pixie dust scattered in our rainbow. There. So let's just outline the shaded part with pixie dust or dots. Alright. So now let's add some stars also. So we have what I was thinking about, what else is in the sky. So we have the sun, the rainbow, and now we're using some stars. There, and last two. So there you have it, our very own cheerful, happy rainbow. So again, if you're going through a rough time right now, don't you worry. The storm will pass, and remember, there's a rainbow always after the rain. Have a great day, guys!